Hello, this is Richard Bruce, your substitute yard narc. As you notice, I'm not yard supervising now. The person I was substituting for is back. But as I say, as substitute teacher, substitute yard supervisor, you'll probably be seeing me some this year. So I wanted to welcome you back for the new school year. And I decided to do this video on a favorite topic of mine, all these wonderful projects that I've done for you at the school over the year. Last year, of course, I thought it was a great thing scraping up all the gum, removing a very large portion of 50 years worth of gum from the campus. In this video, I'd like to cover another couple of little things, successes I had in my humble position as substitute yard supervisor. One of them, which actually was done at home and had nothing to do directly with yard supervision, was the subject of dealing with the Blue Devil controversy. For many decades, our mascot was very controversial, with people feeling that somehow the Blue Devil was going to corrupt the youth. So I put out a letter to the editor in which I suggested that the Blue Devil could act sort of like a gargoyle, you know, like the gargoyles on the churches back during the Middle Ages, reminding people to stay on the straight and narrow. And therefore, it might have positive spiritual influence on the youth rather than negative. Well, you know, sometimes when you're dealing with people writing letters to the editor, you don't actually have to convince them that something's all right. You just have to introduce an element of doubt in their mind, and they stop writing letters. And that's what happened. For about, I think, a year and a half, there were no letters. But then the controversy started again. It ran for a number of months, and realized that the first controversy, that controversy, and it had been an intermittent controversy, but that series of letters ended precisely when my letter went in. I mean, it was just like turning off a light. So at any rate, a year and a half later, a new series came out, and after several months, I submitted a op-ed piece, which is a longer, more distinguished version of a letter to the editor, to the Enterprise. And that one introduced, not only repeated the idea of the previous letter, but also added the point that religious colleges around the country were using devils as their mascots. The largest Catholic college, DePaul, largest in terms of student body, and then also the Baptist College, Wake Forest and their Deacon Demons, and finally, I think all of you are familiar with the Duke Blue Devils. So the Catholics, the Baptists, and the Methodists are the three largest denominations in the country, and all of them had a college with demons as their mascot. So why was it inaccessible for us? And that is the argument that you will see used around the school today. Before that, the tradition was to talk about how the Blue Devils were really just a French military unit, which was never effective in convincing the people of Davis because, of course, the people of Davis aren't terribly fond of military, and less fond of that than they are of the devil. But at any rate, let's go on to a third area, and that is the 2-minute warning bell. When I first started substitute yard supervision, I was a bit embarrassed to yell at the students and tell them, go to class, like the other yard supervisors did. So I said, well, okay, I'll just yell out the time. Students seemed to really like that, that I would give them some warning in terms of the time. And within a week or two of my starting, I heard this strange bell, which we still hear to this very day, the 2-minute warning bell. So what had happened was that the students liked my yelling out the time. They went to the teachers went to the administration, and that's how the 2-minute warning bell was put in place. So these were interesting little changes that one could do from perhaps practically the most humble position possible in the school system, substitute yard supervisor. Well, that's all there is for today. Have a great year once again, and I guess I'll be seeing you in the next few weeks. Bye.